a star. Every nigga is a star.
Hello and good evening or good night or good morning or wherever you may be watching this. My name is Rob. I always usually have a lot of stuff on my mind, and I feel like when I really sit down and talk about it to somebody, I make some really valid points. So, this is how this is going to work. I'm going to record whatever I want, say what I want, do what I want, and what I'd like anyone who's viewing this to do is to comment or to message me or to hit me up on Facebook or wherever you can find me, my email, whatever, and ask me a question if you have one. If not, it's just going to be me and like sort of a video diary of me just trying to spread out what I have. But today, what I really want to talk about is the idea of like following through. So recently, me and my girlfriend slash best friend broke communication completely. And what first happened is that we kind of broke up, and she was like, let's be friends, I don't really want a relationship, and yada, yada, yada. And I thought I could handle that, and then it got to a point where I just felt like I was being used and abused, and so I ended it myself. For the longest time, I felt like it was kind of a mistake. I felt like I liked having that person in my life, and I felt like, I would do anything to get him back in a way, but I also knew that it was toxic. It was hurting me. It was making me do worse in whatever I was doing because I would pay all attention to that relationship. I would sacrifice my plans for her, and it just wasn't reciprocated. And so, I was feeling beat up, and I felt two ways about it. And then a couple of days ago, I sat down with a good friend of mine. She was telling me about her sister, and then it got to the point where we were like, I was trying to relate, and I know I can't relate because this is just a relationship. Well, a short relationship too, to be honest. But what she told me was this. She told me that as long as I'm sure in what I'm doing, like as long as I'm sure that what I'm doing is the right thing to do, like what's right for me, then there's no reason for me to feel a sense of regret. And it wasn't until I heard that it kind of hit me that this isn't the end of the world. And so, as much as people claim it's gonna be okay, it's easier to say that when you're not in the situation, because when you're in the situation, you can't see past the situation, And so saying it's okay is not that helpful, but having somebody to sit down and empathize with you and kind of impart a piece of truth to you is really helpful. And so that's my truth. That's my truth that she kind of gave to me, and it was helpful. Like I woke up today and I wasn't even thinking about homegirl like I was these past 3 weeks, and I wasn't even like tripping. And I mean, it's still there, it's still lingering feelings, but it's definitely not as like intense as it was before 2 days ago. So yeah, I just felt like I should spread that to people. If you know something, why not share what you know to better everyone else and to advance everyone else. I don't have much more to say, and I can just say I'll see you next time. I appreciate you for viewing this, really, because the more people that view it, the more of a reason I have to keep doing this, and it gives me, motivation. So, anyways, peace. Hold on. There is actually one more thing that I forgot, and I ended the video too quickly. I wanted to give a shout out to Maurice Kane Carter for he does something similar, very similar to this, and I want to give him a shout out. He's a little different in his style, but he's really good at what he does. And I also want to give a shout out to Kevin Hart, because I'm not trying to throw around a big name for no particular reason, but I watch interviews all the time to kind of get, as much wisdom as I can. And he had said something that basically said, you shouldn't hate on anybody for doing good. You should just try to figure out why they're doing good. And I'm not hating on Kane at all. I love Kane. I'm a follower. I subscribe to him. You go check him out. Hot damn, I rock. But it kind of inspired me that maybe I should do something like this. Maybe I should be going for what I want, because Kevin Hart's successful. You can't deny that. Whether you like him or don't like him, he's successful, and I want to know what he's doing right. I want to be as big as him one day. I want to be bigger, actually. But yeah, I just wanted to give those two quick shout outs. And well, I guess also, of course, I guess it goes without saying, I figured. But let me say it anyways. This is the video I came to talk. Shout out to anyone and everyone that's viewing this, because I appreciate it. Like I said, you guys are what's going to keep me to keep doing this. So, yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace, love, and happiness.